So cricket fans, the IPL auction 2025 has left us all stunned yet again. A jaw-dropping 27.8 million US dollars was spent on overseas players. But what's even more fascinating is the ripple effect this has on the cricketing boards worldwide. From the big guns like Australia and England to the rising stars like Afghanistan, the auction tells a story far deeper than numbers. Today, we will deep dive into how these payouts impact the cricketing ecosystem and what smaller boards need to do to catch up. Get ready, it's not just about the money, it's about the future of cricket. Let's start with Australia, one of the most successful cricketing nations. This year, 13 Australian players were sold for a combination of 12.2 million, with Josh Hazlewood leading the charge with 2.3 million. Now for Cricket Australia, this means additional 1.2 million funds that can support domestic cricket and nurture their next generation of stars. Now what makes Australian players so attractive to IPL teams? That is their adaptability, consistent performances and experience in pressure situations. Smaller boards can take a leaf out of Cricket Australia's book by investing in T20 specific player development programs. The more versatile an IPL ready player is, the higher chances of them being picked. Now, from Australia's dominance, let's move to another cricketing powerhouse making waves in the auction, England. England had 12 players sold, fetching a combined £6.6 million. Josh Butler emerged as the biggest catch, earning £1.5 million. However, England and Wales Cricket Board will only make £660,000. Why this disparity? Well, England's approach to the IPL is cautious, often prioritizing domestic commitments or allowing their players full access to the tournament. While this protects their domestic cricket, it limits the financial upside they could reap from the IPL. Now, smaller boards can learn from England's player grooming systems. The T20 specialists like Josh Butler and RJ are not only IPL stars but also game changers in international cricket. For boards with fewer resources, emphasizing skill development and consistency is crucial to attract IPL franchises. While England balances tradition and T20 ambition, South Africa finds itself on a different trajectory. Now, South Africa had 14 players sold for 71.7 million South African rand. Kagiso Rabada led the pack with 23.1 million deal. Cricket South Africa will earn 7.17 million, a much needed boost for a board facing financial struggles. What's remarkable about South African player is their raw talent and resilience, making them IPL favorites. However, to maximize their auction returns, South Africa must address deeper issues such as improving domestic leagues, retaining key players, and avoid scheduling conflicts with the IPL. These strategies can also work for smaller boards struggling to keep their players in the international spotlight. Creating a robust domestic leagues can serve as a feeder system for global tournaments like the IPL. As South Africa rebuilds, Afghanistan emerges as a beacon of hope for the underdog cricketing nations. Afghanistan continued its remarkable rise with 6 players sold for close to 177 million Afghan. Noor Ahmed's 80.6 million deal is a testament to the board's progress. The Afghanistan Cricket Board is close to an 18 million Afghani, a sum that can transform grassroots cricket in the country. Despite limited resources, Afghanistan has built a reputation for producing world-class spinners and fearless young players. Smaller boards like Afghanistan can emulate Afghanistan's success by investing in niche skills like spin bowling and creating competitive pathways for the talent to shine on the global platforms. From Afghanistan's rapid rise, let's shift to the steady but understated gains of New Zealand cricket. New Zealand saw 7 players sold for 5.8 million New Zealand dollars, with Trent Bolt bagging 2.5 million. New Zealand cricket will earn close to $580,000, a significant contribution for a smaller board. What sets New Zealand apart is their emphasis on players' professionalism and adaptability. Their players thrive in diverse conditions, making them valuable assets in the IPL. Smaller boards should take notes. Creating multi-skilled player who can perform in any scenario is a surefire way to grab attention during the auction. While New Zealand consistently delivers, Sri Lanka is showing signs of huge comeback. Sri Lanka had 6 players sold for whopping 481 million Sri Lankan rupees. Wanindu Hasaranga was the shining star, earning 181 million. Sri Lanka Cricket Board will receive 48 million, which could help rebuild their cricketing infrastructure. Sri Lanka's strategy moving forward should focus on identifying and nurturing T20 stars who can thrive under pressure. Their domestic leagues also need modernization to provide players with more competitive exposure. Finally, we head to the West Indies, a once mighty force that now struggle to make a mark. The West Indies saw only 4 players sold for 700,000 US dollars, with Sherfan Rutherford earning the highest bid of around 300,000 US dollars. The West Indies Cricket Board will only make 70,000 USD. These disappointing outcome highlights the board's long-standing issues: inconsistent player performances, lack of investment in domestic cricket, and inability to retain top talent. For the West Indies, the IPL should serve as a wake-up call. Rebuilding their domestic structure and creating opportunities for young players are critical to reclaiming the place on the world stage. The IPL auction has proved that cricket is no more just a sport, it's an economic powerhouse. While big boards benefits from the steady streams of revenue, smaller boards are presented with opportunities to grow and shine. For cricket to truly thrive as a global game, every board needs to find its niche, nurture talent, and embrace the opportunities leagues like the IPL offer. The road ahead isn't just about the money, it's about leveling the playing field for all. So, cricket is evolving and the IPL is leading the way. What do you think? Is the IPL the future of cricket's financial stability, or does it create more gaps between boards? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel for such more stories.